Welcome to Classic Rewind. My name is Harry. Hopefully you're a new subscriber if you haven't subscribed. And I want to bring you up to date on what I have done so far with this bumper. I was away for a couple weeks, so I got a post now and I got some work done. And what I wanted to show you is I got rid of the bolt holes that bolt the bumper to the bracket, so it's a clean finish look. It's all going to be clean here because I'm going to paint the bumper the same color as the car, which is going to be the same color as the front bumper. So everything's going to look the same from front to back, because if you know, when you have a GTO like this one, the GTOs came with the chrome bumper in the back and an Enduro bumper in the front, which is painted the color of the car. So I just wanted to show you what I am doing. What I ended up doing is cutting the tail part of the bumper, bringing them in, tucking them in. So that's a tuck and customize that, because the tail lights, you can't cut it down the middle and bring them in unless you do custom tail lights. I wasn't going to do custom tail lights. So you have to cut this down the edge, and what you need to do is bring everything in, do some welding, lower the gaps, and I showed you in my other video. So take a look at that when you get a chance. The other thing is I had to modify the bumper brackets to get it to come up a little higher, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. So once I did all that, now the only thing I have to do is really do some detail welding on this side, on the driver's side. There's a little area that needs a little bit more weld to get it to look concaved with the quarter panel. So the passenger side is good. I could work with that. I'm happy with that. I just have to fill in the corners of the bumper right here. So, and I'll show you that as well. So let me get started. The bumper is almost complete. I just have to do some detail touch up on the bumper. I just wanted to show you how it's coming out. So right here, everything is lining up. See, the gap is fairly equal all the way down. So the welding is all complete. So I think I'm going to body work this right here just so it comes out a little bit more right there, if you could see that, that line right there. So I'm going to follow that through into the bumper. So the gap on this is pretty good, all the way up and around, just like that. So then if you look over here, the gap there looks really nice, okay? And if you see, I got rid of the bolts right here where it actually secures to the bumper bracket. So I got rid of them, so it gives you that clean, smooth look. And I still have to grind off my chrome plating. So I just wanted to show you that. And over here, again, the gap looks really good. I did some extra welding and grinding and cleaned that up. So just want to show you that gap right there. And it looks like right here it needs a little bit of work, but that I'm going to work with filler. So that being said, this side looks pretty good. Over here, see that? That looks pretty much equal. I might grind a little bit more off of this tip, because if you see, it looks like it tips down. And I don't know if I'm going to fill that in a little bit more and clean that up with some grinding. But if you look, this gap right here is all equal as well, all the way down. It looks like it needs a little bit of metal right here. So I'm probably going to do that before I pack up today. So I've been working on this for a little bit. Just wanted to show you that. And again, the bolt holes on the bracket are right here and right down there. As you can see that. I got to do some a little bit more sanding to get rid of that weld. But I welded them from the inside, and I'll probably show you what I did in another video, but in order to do that, you have to cut a slit in the bracket that holds the bolt there, because you won't be able to get them out. Let me shut this. Okay, so there's the gap all the way across. This side looks really good right there. Okay, that looks really good. This looks really good. And if you really want to get particular, right here, this gap is a little larger than the left side. So I might do some work there, depending. I don't know if I'm in the mood for that, but right here it got to come down. So I might put a bead of weld all the way across here and clean that up and make it look equal. And the other thing I wanted to say is I don't like the gap in there, so I might weld metal straight across just to hide that gap right there, because when you paint the car, you're going to look down and you're going to see that gap in the metal. And I could float this out with some filler, but it's too much to hide. So I'm just going to fill that in with some more weld and call it a day. But I wanted to show you the progress on this rear bumper. It's coming out super nice, really smooth, tucked into the corner there. You see that? That looks really good. It doesn't stick out that 1.5 inches that it normally does. The welding looks pretty good all the way down. I welded it from the inside. So if you have any questions or comments, let me know. And I'm going to finish up the welding. I'm going to take the bumper off again and show you how I did that. So I'll be right back. I just got done unbolting the bumper from the car, and it's resting on the valance panel. So let me just put this here. And I want to show you what I did inside. I welded it along here. I cut it here to relieve the bend, so I welded that. I'm going to bring you down here and show you exactly what I did and what I did to these brackets so they were able to get moved. Because once you weld these bolts to the bumper, you can't remove this bracket. It becomes impossible. So what you need to do is make it slide. So I'm going to show you this right now. Now, this is the bracket. What I had to do in order to tuck it up into the panel over here, let me show you. This is in my other video. So if you look here, this is where the actual bumper bracket will be hitting with a rubber bushing, and over here with a rubber bushing. So that being said, because I lifted this bumper up, it's going to be super tight right in this area over here, and super tight along here. So what you need to do is cut that so you could get the height and make it come up higher. So I did the same thing over here. I marked it. See, there it is. I marked it. Bumper brackets bushing is going to sit here, and then that's the upper one. So let me show you. So here is the bushing for the lower section, and here is the bushing for the upper section, which is just these right here. These are factory bushings. So this is for the top, the round one right here, just like that. And then this one goes right here, just like that. And it's just that extra cushion. And I'm going to install these. I just happened to take them out so I could work this easily. But anyway, this is what I did. So I cut this and I pushed this in. I lowered it. Let me show you on this side. So there it is. You see the weld in there. So I did all that. That's all welded. And in order for me to get this bracket on, once I welded the bolts fast from the inside and the outside, is I have to put this little cut. You see that cut in there? So this allows the bracket to come in at an angle this way. once you install these 2 bolts. So that's what I did in order to get that. And I have to do some welding all up in here yet and grind this down. So I'm still have to do a little bit more work for that. But other than that, this bumper's done, and I welded it from the inside. There you have it. Just show you that all the way down across up in here. So this is all welded. This bracket here is all welded. You see that? Did the same thing. Put that kerf cut in there so I could slide it in at an angle. That's done the same way. But if you want to make it even easier, you could enlarge these holes where the bolts are. But again, you need to get a bigger washer then, which I am going to do. I'm going to use bigger washers so I have a more a larger area, a surface to bolt the bumper brackets to. So just wanted to show you that, and that's it. I mean, a lot of work. It was a lot of detail work, and I apologize for not getting more videos out, but this took a lot of my time, and I have to do a little bit more welding, like I said, over here, just to clean that up and to get it the way I like it, and that's it. So again, please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. Oh, I want to show you one more trick. In order for you to put this bumper back in the same place all the time, this works on anything. Once you do your body work or your metal work, I put a little 1/8 inch hole right there and right there. Do you see that? And that is for me to line my bumper brackets up in the same place, the same time, all the time. So that's what that's all about. And then I did that over here. If you look, there's 2 holes in the bracket itself. See, there's one right there, and then there's one over there. And that's telling me where this is going to bolt together all the time. So let me show you. See, there's the holes right there. See those 2 holes? That lines everything up. I mean, 1/8 of an inch, you're really not going to notice it once it's all painted and put together. So that's what I did to get it to look good. So again, if you have any questions or comments, let me know. Leave a comment. I get back to all my subscribers. Make sure you subscribe. Please like, share, and definitely subscribe if you haven't. Thanks for watching.